What's up, Comic Book Nation? BD here, guys. Huge news to kick off Comic Book Now. Joe Manganiello has been cast as Deathstroke. We'll talk about that in just a second. We'll run through that video. But here's what we're going to talk about today. A Booster Gold movie. We got a little bit of scoop on that. Greg Berlanti once pitched an Iron Man movie. What? Doctor Strange getting an early release overseas. Lorenzo James Henry joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Confirmed. And we got some Walking Dead stuff we're going to talk about. But first of all, let's talk about this Deathstroke news. You remember this video that Ben Affleck dropped, the Deathstroke video that he put on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, took the internet down? Deathstroke's first kill was actually the internet. Well, it turns out behind that mask, as all the nerds guessed, it was Joe Manganiello right there. Look, if you look real close and you see the eye, that's how we know. No, I'm just kidding. This actually came out today. It's official. Joe Manganiello, you know him from Magic Mike XXL. Come on, don't act like you didn't watch that movie. It had Gambit in it. You all watched it. That is Joe Manganiello. He is going to be playing Deathstroke. He is the villain of the standalone Batman movie. From what I'm hearing, it's a story where he breaks out all the villains from Arkham and rounds them up, and he's the leader of the circus, and they all go after Batman. That's what I'm hearing. Could that change? Absolutely. Could that actually be just a rumor? Absolutely. But confirmed, Joe Manganiello is Deathstroke. Very exciting stuff happening today in the DC movie universe. Happy Thursday. Great way to kick it off. Next up, let's move on. More DC stuff. Booster Gold, a movie is almost happening. It's being worked on by Greg Berlanti. He said that a little while ago, but he has now said it will not be a part of the DC Extended Universe. Could this mean that it's part of the DC TV universe? Now, a lot of people are saying this would mean it's a standalone movie that goes to theaters and the box office and all that good stuff. You got to buy a ticket to watch it, but a lot of people are speculating that maybe the Booster Gold movie that Greg Berlanti is developing is for CW TV, since he is obviously so heavily tied to DC TV. He produces The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, everything. So just a thought there. And keeping it Greg Berlanti with this next story, how about this? He once pitched an Iron Man movie. It would have been very, very different from the Iron Man that we eventually got with Jon Favreau directing, with Kevin Feige producing. It was actually themed based on a Nick Cage Gunrunner movie, and they wanted to keep that grit and all that good stuff from that movie, and they wanted to make it a gritty Iron Man movie about the Gunrunner and a alcohol-addicted Tony Stark and all that stuff. It didn't end up happening, and Greg Berlanti's movie ended up being Green Lantern. Next up, let's talk a little bit about Doctor Strange. The movie is getting an early release date overseas. In the UK, it's coming out. You'll be able to see it as early as October 24th in the UK and Ireland, while us Americans here are stuck waiting until November 4th. What? I mean, I have a passport. I might just fly over, check it out, and come back. And I probably wouldn't be the only one. Next up, that was just some quick Doctor Strange scoop. Next up, Lorenzo James Henry of Fear the Walking Dead is joining Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as Gabe, Robbie Reyes' brother, the paraplegic brother nonetheless. That's how he is in the comics. Will he be that way in the show? I'm not sure. The MCU Exchange dropped a synopsis for the upcoming season, and Lorenzo's name was there. Now, I asked Lorenzo, I said, dude, are you joining the MCU? We had a Fear the Walking Dead recap on Sunday night after his character went a little bit crazy, and I said, dude, is it true? Because there's rumors of you being in Spider-Man. Are you in the MCU? And he just put on a big smile, and he wouldn't confirm or deny it, but this scoop came out, and it looks like he's playing Gabe, Ghost Rider's brother, in the MCU. And finally, next up, we got some more. We're keeping it Walking Dead stuff. We got new photos from The Walking Dead Season 7. Really creepy photos, mysterious stuff going on. Is this a tease of the Whisperers? No, the Whisperers are not coming in Season 7, but this is obviously a tease for the people who read the comics. We all know that the Whisperers did that thing with the little head on spikes marking their territory. I won't get too spoilery. And we got a new Walking Dead comic earlier this week, issue number 158. It featured one of the most brutal deaths ever. I mean, this was pretty rough. It was roughest since issue number 100 with Glenn. I'm not going to say who. If you want to read that comic, go check it out. We actually have spoiler review on Comicbook.com/The Walking Dead and all 25 of those photos I just mentioned, so go check them out. Other than that, that's all we got time for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to talk more, hit me up on Twitter @BrandonDavisBD. Make sure you're following Comicbook.com on all social media and share us with your friends. We'll see you later.